Hey guys, it's Darren with Everyone's Call to Youthministry.com, and I just wanted to introduce you to a couple of my friends. This is Jeremiah and Sarah Isley. You guys are from
Akron, Ohio.
OH.
Yes, the heart of it all.
I wanted to introduce you to Jeremiah and Sarah because they have recently written a book. I think it's an awesome resource, and I wanted to give you guys a chance to hear a little bit about it. I love the title of your book, Part-Time Youth Ministry, Full-Time Heart. Tell us about that. Where'd you come up with that?
That line actually came from the morning that I was introduced as the new part-time youth pastor at our church. And I told the congregation and I told the students, you know, I might be here part-time in body, but my heart is not part-time. My heart is full-time for the students and for the youth of that congregation. And
love that.
And so it just seemed appropriate to use that as the title.
I loved it. Because I know there's so many part-time folks who feel that way.
Yeah.
So tell me, what are some of the unique challenges of being part-time?
I think the biggest...
Everybody's laughing right now.
I think the biggest challenge is really balance.
Yeah.
One of the big things we write about in the book is finding balance. There's not just the balance between ministry life and family or personal life. You've got this third aspect of your life, which is your professional life. It's your work. Mm-hmm. And so you've got this triangular balancing act that you're trying to maintain. Yeah. And I think that is probably one of the biggest challenges when you're looking at part-time youth ministry. And you also have to overcome the idea that you will always have ideas that you want to do, but you just don't have the time.
You can't execute. Wow.
And so
I've never been part-time, so this is super fascinating to me.
Yeah. For me, I'm like a go big or go home kind of person. So there were many times where
I'm hey, we can't do this right now.
Yeah, you're the center. You're the center. So the book is primarily for part-time folks then?
You know, it's for anybody really in ministry, because there's so much that happens in ministry that you need to have some perspective on where your balance and where your priorities are. We ordered the book. We started out just by talking about your family life. And then we talked about your professional life. And then we talked about ministry. And we did that intentionally so that those were kind of the priorities that you have to look at your life in.
Yeah.
Because you may not have that day job aspect in ministry, but if you're not taking care of things at home and in your own spiritual growth,
you're a mess.
Yeah. All the rest of it applies.
Right.
So okay, awesome. Well, how do we pick up?
Can I add to that too? It's
you
know, it's not just part-timers, but also volunteers or people that are just volunteering in the
Sarah,
church.
is there anything in the book about spouses?
There is. I have a whole chapter about spouses.
I assumed. Where can people pick it up?
They can pick it up at simplyyouthministry.com. You can find it there, and you can also just find the Kindle edition on Amazon as well. So you can go there and grab it.
And how can people find you guys if they want to connect with y'all?
I am blogging at parttimeym.com, and you can find me on Twitter at Jeremiah Isley. And
I blog over at marriedinYouthMinistry.com, and I am on Twitter at Sarah M. NYM.
Which means you don't tweet much, or it's just too tired?
I'm really trying.
Guys, thank you for the time. I appreciate it. Love the book. Can't wait for folks to pick it up.